играть Call of Juarez.
We'll get those suckers.
It took me a couple of days to track the Daltons down.
They can't get away with this.
And in that time, a whole posse of local vigilantes offered to lend a hand.
Так, надо улучшиться. Улучшиться. Ой. Так, я возьму
They seemed
винтовку.
as determined as me to find those outlaws. But as we headed into those swamps, it was like I had my own private army. There was no way those boys were getting away this time.
Свои. Скоро я буду проходить Battlefield 3 по мультиплееру, наверное.
It was early fall, right?
Я его уже
Beautiful time of
купил.
year. At least you had the
Точнее, я
weather on
купил
your side.
аккаунт
By my
в
recollection,
Battlefield 3. Там
it
еще
was damp and
FIFA
foggy as
15,
hell.
FIFA
It was
14.
tough to stay on a true course.
Может, я в
So
них
we kept an
тоже
eye out for
поиграю,
landmarks.
но вы сами решите, играть в FIFA или не играть. Это вы напишите мне
It
в
was
комментариях.
autumn. The maple trees were in full color, red as blood.
Вы напишите в комментариях, играть в FIFA или нет.
The rains that year were torrential, so the whole area was flooded.
Так,
The vigilantes had spread out wide, and pretty soon I couldn't see anybody.
найдите Далтона. Далтона как все. Так вот, у меня аккаунт Battlefield 3 загружается. Это будет через Origin. Через Steam я не нашел. Но нашел там. У меня был на телефоне всего 34 рубля. Ну, а вечер уже лень идти, денег ложить. У меня есть. У меня было 100 рублей. Они у меня сейчас в кармане. Я бы мог положить, но лень. А так взял, купил аккаунт и все.
Bury 'em in the swamp. Plant 'em where they stand.
Except for some son of a bitch ahead of me wanted to do me harm, so I had to face him alone.
Я их не ободрал.
I wondered why my compatriots didn't come running when they heard the shots.
Кстати. Хэдшот. Кто еще хочет? Так. Давно. Ага, сюда. Нет, ничего. Здорово.
So did you find the Daltons?
Not yet, but I did have the questionable pleasure of meeting a few of their friends.
О, да.
The boys had established quite a reputation by that time, so they attracted all manner of riffraff to their cause.
Так, взять дробовик, не взять. Давайте возьмем. Пофиг. Твою, это что еще было? Это что еще было такое? Куда я стрельнул так? Да, вот так и бум. Так, это возьмем дробовичок. Дробовичок. Так, оп. Какой класс. Чё был динамит? Ах ты ж, пыш. Как ты. Делай. Блин, сразу. Он динамит хотел кинуть.
Point being, I was under serious attack, and my reinforcements was nowhere to be seen.
Bury him in the swamp!
Так.
But luckily, a barn materialized as if right before my eyes. I scrambled up top to get a better view.
Давайте возьмем на винтовочку. Я люблю винтовочку. О, давай.
But just ended up falling inside.
So, how did you get out?
The barn doors was open. About right then, I saw some suspicious characters running for the bushes. Of course, I followed them.
Одного.
But that goddamn swamp was like a goddamn maze, and pretty soon I had no goddamn idea where I was. Steve? So I just started walking, and pretty soon...
Давай хватит. Сколько звуков хватит? Даже игра от сколько свернулась.
Steve? Steve?
Huh? Oh, no, I'm listening.
Indians surrounded me from all sides.
Ух ты. Что с вами идет?
Indians? They were Indians?
No. I just wanted to make sure Steve was paying attention. Now, where was I?
You were following the Daltons through a swamp?
That's
Я
right.
патронов
See,
только
Steve?
потратил.
Dwight's paying attention.
No, I'm listening. I was just resting my eyes.
So, where was I?
The Daltons.
Right. See, there's a reason so many outlaw gangs are made up of brothers. Being a brother is a very sacred thing. It's a bond like no other.
Bounty hunter! Stop that, son of a bitch! Get it!
So did you ever find the damn Daltons?
Not yet. But I did find a few of their cousins. You Kansans breed like rabbits. More Smiths or Heimhoffers.
Ого! Вот это, блин,
Bounty hunter!
шикарно.
Stop that, son of a bitch! Take that asshole out!
Хряс.
Bounty hunters! Stop that, son of a bitch! There he is!
Куда мы?
But hell, what's more important than family? I bet Ben knows what I'm talking about. Shoot that asshole!
А, вовремя увидел.
I winged him!
Еще один.
Somebody kill that son of a bitch! Ain't bothering me none. Waste your bullets.
Казио, блядь, это.
Middle ain't that sucker.
Убил.
It's you or me.
Я не убил, может, блядь.
Done with you.
Ну, вот, что мать. Вот, лицо,
That's it for you. He called down the thunder. I'm still standing.
I knew those Dalton boys were out there somewhere, standing together against anyone who would threaten them. And that's when I saw it. A goddamn steamboat.
A steamboat in a swamp?
Yeah, Steve, but this wasn't much more than a wreck, really.
But how'd a damn steamboat end up in the swamps?
Guess it floated off during the flood of '89.
Now, was it a stern wheeler or a side wheeler?
What? Does that really make a difference, Steve? It was a steamboat with a goddamn army on board. It was then that a fusillade of bullets come raining down from on high, and those vigilantes who accompanied me weren't anywhere to be found. But among those men that were
О,
shooting at me,
блин. Вот это меня пошло как-то по-жопнически.
Kill that dickwit!
but among those men that were shooting at me, I thought I saw some familiar faces. Daltons were waiting on me.
Sounds like you don't give up too easy.
That's the kind of man I am, Ben. I set out to do something. I do it. Surrender just ain't in my nature. Plus, I'm stubborn as hell.
That asshole just killed Red?
Right about then, much to my relief, the vigilantes finally arrived. Their leader motioned at a cabin in the middle of the top deck, pointing me directly at the Daltons. I finally had them, after months of dogged pursuit. But it turned out that they had me.
Take him out! I'm sending you to
А я
hell!
хотел его стрельнуть.
The Daltons had played me like a
After
fiddle.
all this,
Apparently, the vigilantes were on their damn payroll. They didn't just want to shoot me. They wanted to burn me alive. But finding my way out of a burning labyrinth proved to be quite a challenge.
It was a riverboat, right? I mean, it's not like it was a goddamn ocean liner.
Well, yeah, but I was in a
Did you
fight.
hear about that ship that's gonna launch next year? Largest one in the world.
You're talking about the Titanic. If you ask me, it's too blessed big. I don't think it'll even slow.
So anyway,
Don't be stupid, Steve. They know what they're doing. They say that the Titanic is unsinkable.
oh God.
But getting back to that steamboat, how'd you get off it, Mr. Greaves?
I took in a lot of smoke that day, so I admit my recollection might be a bit hazy. But somehow I managed to finally disembark. It was time to settle this once and for all.
Очень нравится.
Bob and Grat weren't about to come at me one at a time. They were in this together.
Так, успели.
Two brothers side by side, determined to take me down. Confident that this time the odds were on their side.
Давайте сразу не да? Конечно. Как давайте грохнем. Давай. Давай же. Давай же. В поваре. Буду действовать по-плохому. Если не хотят по-хорошему. у тебя так... Блин.
They got it wrong. A sad end for those two. If they'd only known that Emmett was still alive despite his wounds. Paroled 14 years later. He moved to California and sold real estate and lived off the legend of that fateful day. And the tragic death of his two brothers.
На этом мы заканчиваем. Ставьте лайки, подписончик.